Say hi.
Which one for the office? Sorry, in the middle.
So I may do another exhibition this year.
Which one?
I don't.
If I take Floyd Mayweather in his absolute prime, and I take Manny Pacquiao in his absolute prime,
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd still beats him.
Floyd beat everybody.
You don't believe there's a guy at 140, 147 in the history of boxing that could have beat Floyd in his prime?
It'd be tough. Floyd, man, that boy, man, that's the GOAT, man. That boy bad.
What makes it, I mean, what, because, and I told people this, I said, look at Floyd. I said, Floyd, it's not that he trains, I mean, it's his life. And from the very beginning, he's like, I want to be the best.
When boxing's smartest legend teams up with the pound-for-pound champ on a mission for glory, it's not your average training session. This is Floyd Money Mayweather returning to the ring, not to throw punches, but to lead Terence Bud Crawford as he prepares to take on the iconic Canelo Alvarez. Floyd isn't just dropping by to say hello. He's breaking down film, studying movement, and sharing defensive secrets only a true legend knows. And the timing? It's raising eyebrows. Floyd spent years training Gervonta Tank Davis. But now he's in Crawford's corner right before the biggest fight of Bud's life. Is this a smart strategy? Or is Floyd sending a clear message to both Canelo and Tank? Let's dig into it. Terence Crawford has always been a quiet assassin. Calm, calculated, and locked in. No showboating, no games, just pure focus and damage. So when Floyd Mayweather showed up at his gym during final prep for Canelo Alvarez, fans were shocked, Sirf.
So it was totally different. But, with these two guys fighting, it was, I can't really speak on it. I don't really want to speak on that fight because I don't want to take nothing away from Terence Crawford or Earl Spence.
But that's exactly what went down this week in Las Vegas. Floyd showed up at Crawford's private training session, not to watch, but to coach. He didn't come flashing jewelry or surrounded by a crew. This wasn't Money Mayweather. This was Pretty Boy Floyd, the master strategist, the technical genius, the man with the blueprint to beat Canelo Alvarez.
One of the things that people forget is that Floyd went through a big transition of his own. If you go back to the early parts of his career and you watch when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, he was a much more aggressive fighter and he would put himself in danger much more. And then when he became Money Mayweather, like as it got later and later in his life, he just got so much more brilliant defensively. And then he became the guy that you see shutting out Canelo Alvarez, stopping all these guys, just shutting everything down. He just became this defensive wizard to the point where you'd see world-class fighters like Sugar Shane Mosley, who did tag him. But other than that, once he recovered, he didn't really know what to do with Floyd. Floyd just had the answers to his style. He had figured him out.
And if anyone knows how to beat Canelo, it's Floyd. After all, he already did it.
But one of my favorites was the Canelo fight because it was just a masterclass. Masterclass in just a young, incredibly promising champion, a guy who's going to be an all-time great, but not yet.
Not yet.
You're not ready for that guy.
Floyd always catch him young. he catch him coming
catch
up.
Him young or old.
Yeah,
like
he catch him young.
Pacquiao.
And he tap you up and then he say thank you.
Yeah.
Next.
He did a smart thing, too. He got him to cut down 152 pounds. Got him a little lighter, a little smaller, a little more dehydrated.
A little weaker.
Yeah, a little weaker, and then just box him.
Let's remember that back in 2013, Floyd Mayweather handed Canelo Alvarez his first and only clear defeat. He didn't just win, he outperformed him completely. It was like a boxing masterclass. Canelo seemed confused in the ring, swinging at thin air, while Floyd moved with ease, controlling every moment.
Canelo was 23 with 43 fights and 30 knockouts, and the world said he was inexperienced. I was 36 with 40-something fights, and to tell you the truth, I was over the hill.
That fight changed Canelo's career completely. He got bigger, sharper, and tougher. But deep inside, he's never forgotten that defeat. It's the one moment he's been trying to wipe away for over 10 years.
I mean, you fought Floyd Mayweather at what? You're 23?
23.
That's so fucking young.
Yeah.
What was that like?
I trained so hard, and now obviously I try to beat him because, you know, if you beat him, you want to be the best in the world at 23.
What do you think was so impressive about him?
His experience, he's so smart. He have everything in a fighter, you know, a complete fighter. He don't have power in the punches, but when you that kind of fighter, you don't need it.
You think that was the toughest fight you faced?
No.
What do you
think? I think it's tough fights and difficult fights. That was a difficult.
And now, the very man who humbled Canelo at his peak is coaching the only fighter with what it takes to do it again. Terence Crawford.
Yeah. But what makes Floyd the best, so unique, something that we have not seen before?
His defense and his instincts. I think Floyd had the best defense in boxing history.
Better than Sweet Pea?
Yeah, definitely.
Because you know Sweet Pea has some defense.
But
Sweet Pea had defense, but he ain't that offense like Floyd.
Inside sources from the gym reveal that Floyd has been fully involved, personally coaching Bud on his defense. Yes, the very defense Floyd himself developed.
I got my own fucking defense, man. That's the Mayweather. I got my own style in boxing. That's the Floyd Mayweather style. My dad taught me to show the rope. But the thing is this, I don't care who done it first. It's mine because I mastered it. And somebody said the Philly shell. Now, my thing is this, I love Philadelphia. But at the end of the day, that's the Mayweather defense.
Floyd's also focusing on timing the uppercut, one of Canelo's favorite punches when opponents get defensive. The fact that Bud is soaking in all this knowledge shows just how focused he is. And let's be honest, when Floyd speaks, everyone pays attention.
So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go back to boxing on the outside because I feel like the fight game is a little crazy right now. And the reason why the fight game is crazy, everybody doing it for the wrong reason. A lot of fighters are looking at money Mayweather, where I was older and I felt like I put in so much hard work as a youngster, you know, from 19 all the way to 29 for 10 straight years. So right now we'll box on the outside, touching with the jab. Touching with the jab.
And with Floyd, right there beside him, Bud knows this isn't just any fight. Beating Canelo would take Bud to a whole new level, into the top 5 greatest fighters ever.
Along my career, I've been criticized and people have taken credit away from me just to try to diminish my accomplishments just off of pure hate. So what would they be able to say with me going up 2 weight classes? If Canelo become undisputed again and I beat Canelo, what could they say? They'll say something, but what
they're gonna find something, you know that.
But what can they really say?
Right.
You know?
So here we are. It's official. Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford is set for later this year. No catch weights, no warm-up. Fights, no politics, just a pure, straight-up showdown.
When did it come to a point, how long ago was it for yourself when you realised that the Canelo Alvarez fight is a possibility for you?
Just you know what I mean? Looking over the landscape of boxing and the opportunities and the accomplishment that Canelo had and, you know, sizing them up and things like that. I know we ain't never been in the ring before, but, you know, it's a great opportunity for me in my career.
And that idea of yourself of chasing greatness, inside, how much does that excite you over that, with it all together, that idea of chasing greatness? It's always something you've done, to do that sort of stepping up in weights. How much is that an exciting proposition for you?
Oh, it's very exciting. It's like throwing gasoline on a bucket of fire. You know, I'm very competitive, and I'm looking to be competitive in a fight in September.
Crawford is moving up to 168 pounds to face one of the most feared fighters in boxing. That's what makes this fight so intense. It's not just about titles or legacy. It's about putting it all on the line to go after greatness.
I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't do
obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not. Kovalev.
Kovalev was older. He does.
Billy Joe.
Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power, but all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is night and day.
So how do you see a fight with Canelo?
Tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always had respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching them, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight. He gonna get hit too. It'll be good.
Canelo has been the undisputed, undefeated king of the super middleweight division.
What I'm saying is everything Crawford knows, Canelo knows, and he knows it on the job better than Crawford because his resume is better. So, hey, Crawford got the Batman IQ. Well, he's going up against Tony Stark. Canelo ain't drooly, dumb, and Crawford is the skillful, knowledgeable. Canelo knows more than Crawford in the ring because he did it. He has better on-the-job experience than Crawford. When it comes to IQ, it may be Canelo who's the IQ fighter. And I'm trying to let you guys know, on-the-job experience counts. Canelo got better experience at this than Crawford. Crawford, on the other hand, is a better athlete, but that doesn't mean he has higher IQ than Canelo.
Let's look at what this move means for Bud Crawford. It's not just about moving up a weight class. It's like walking straight into the lion's den. Canelo has faced some of the toughest fighters at 168 and even 175 pounds. His power is on another level. Just ask Caleb Plant, Billy Joe Saunders, or Sergey Kovalev. They all know how hard he hits.
A lot of people that say that Crawford can beat Canelo, no problem. I mean, I respect that, but I just think they're stupid. I mean, excuse my language. The size difference of a bigger man changes everything with one punch. And I can see the same thing. I mean, you saw Canelo Alvarez fighting Amir Khan. Now, look at this. Terence Crawford moved from 47 to 54 to fight Madrimov. What did he do to Madrimov? Nothing. Okay, Madrimov was a 54-pounder. Now, to move up to 168, that's 2 more divisions. Canelo Alvarez will take any punch from Crawford, but I don't think Crawford will take any punches from Canelo. Remember, Canelo got hit by Triple G, the heaviest hitter in that division. And Canelo took those shots like a champ. I don't think Crawford has anything to beat Canelo.
Crawford, meanwhile, began his career at 135 pounds. Think about that. He's moving up 3 entire weight classes from when he was a lightweight.
Let me tell you what I think should be going. The notion that Terence Bud Crawford should move up 3 weight classes, 21 pounds, to fight Canelo Alvarez. He's entirely too small. Jermell Charlo already proved that. Y'all remember that scene from Rocky? Remember that scene from Rocky 2? When Carl Weathers was Apollo Creed and his trainer was like, can I be honest? I saw you beat this man within an inch of his life. And he kept coming. He wouldn't go away. He's wrong for us, baby. He's wrong. Let it go. Apollo couldn't do it and lost fight number 2. Trained him for fight Rocky 3 and then got killed in Rocky 4 by Drago because he couldn't let it go. Bud Crawford needs to let it go. Too small.
Many experts are concerned for Crawford. They're asking what will happen if he takes a solid hit from Canelo, whether it's a punch to the ribs or a shot to the chin.
Man Films. What up, Biz? Who you got? Canelo Crawford?
Yeah, got Canelo.
Yeah.
I heard the punches that he hit Charlo with. I don't know if Crawford can absorb those punches. I know he's a great man and a great warrior. But you come from 147 to put on a better fight than Charlo. I mean, I don't even know what that means. I don't know if that means that Crawford is so great and he can do that, or that means that Charlo set the bar so damn low that anybody could do better than Charlo did last night.
Do skill really pay the bill? Because that would be tested.
It pays the bill. That's why Canelo killed.
This isn't Spence or Porter. This is Canelo, the true face of Mexican boxing, with knockout. power in both fists.
What I'm saying is everything Crawford knows, Canelo knows, and he knows it on the job better than Crawford because his resume is better. So, hey, Crawford got the Batman IQ. Well, he's going up against Tony Stark. Canelo ain't drooly dumb, and Crawford is the skillful, knowledgeable. Canelo knows more than Crawford in the ring because he did it. He has better on-the-job experience than Crawford. When it comes to IQ, it may be Canelo who's the IQ fighter. And I'm trying to let you guys know, on-the-job experience counts. Canelo got better experience at this than Crawford. Crawford, on the other hand, is the better athlete, but that doesn't mean he has higher IQ than Canelo.
Roelly Romero shared some strong feelings about this fight.
Canelo. I hope Crawford beats the shit out of him.
Really? Yeah?
Now, I'll tell you like this, I mean, the weight division things, you know, but I hope Crawford beats the shit out of him.
Why do you want to see Crawford beat the ish out of Canelo?
I just hope Crawford beats the shit out of him.
Why? Like Canelo, dude, is it because of the last fight? Like you haven't been a fan of Canelo, or like why? Like you like Crawford that much?
What Canelo did on that day was disrespectful to boxing. It was just simply disrespectful to boxing in every way. Canelo.
Andre Ward, on the other hand, believes Crawford has the skills to defeat Canelo.
I'm going with Terence Crawford. You know, big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. You know, it ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this the last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me that you can beat him.
Here's the twist. Crawford has faced this challenge before. Every time he moves up, people say he's too small. But every time, he proves them wrong and dominates.
They talk all the crazy stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference. I went up weight and won. He went up and lost. You know, so let's not do that, Canelo.
Let's not forget, Bud now has Floyd Mayweather in his corner. And that's a powerful combination. Just ask Gervonta, Tank Davis. He knows exactly how valuable Floyd's guidance can be. But the story doesn't end there. Floyd's visit to Crawford's gym isn't random. It runs deeper because Floyd has ties to both Bud and Tank. Tank used to be Floyd's star fighter, the pride of the money team. But things went south. Tank broke away, started clashing with Floyd, even challenged him openly on social media.
When I say certain things, they say, oh, he's hating. There's no different from when I talked about the thing with Gervonta, for instance. When I said that I need all fighters. I said I need all the young fighters that's making money in the sport of boxing. What I need you guys to do is do this. Whether it's Chrome Heart, Gucci, Louis, Mercedes, we need to take our money and invest in real estate so that we can live that same great life when our careers are over. So I guess that he took it as, I guess he's the only one that wears Chrome Heart. He's the only one that wears Gucci. He's the only one that wears Louis Vuitton. He's the only one that drives a Mercedes. And last time I checked, we got fighters all around the world that wear top flight clothes that make good money.
Fast forward to today, Tank is no longer under Floyd's guidance. He's now training with Derek James.
What set you off that you was like, I gotta do that?
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause it's weird. I feel like y'all got, I would say love hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of the
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing
This
it.
exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Ain't no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see. It's gonna come up.
But Crawford, he used to be Floyd's quiet rival. Now, he's the one getting Floyd's full attention. The mentorship, the strategy, the game plan. You better believe Tank is watching all this and feeling some kind of way. And let's not forget, Bud and Tank nearly had a showdown on Twitter recently. Crawford threw some shade, and Tank fired right back.
If we was to fight right now on the streets, I'll break your fucking neck. And that's on my kids. And you know it, I know it, and the whole world know it. And I'm not talking about no fighting in the ring. If me and you was to fight outside, I will break your neck.
When Tank targeted Bud, Floyd was quick to show where his loyalty lies.
There was some kind of crazy trash talk with Gervonta and Terence Crawford recently. And one of the things that I've always kind of noticed is most of the time, one of the things that's kind of off limits is families. Like you usually don't.
Yes.
You know,
I know where you're going with this.
Yeah. And so I wanted to kind of understand what your thoughts was about like some of those comments that was made. I think it was about Terence's wife. What, like in your mind, where because obviously, like, you know, you've been in this sport.
I think Terence Crawford right now in the sport of boxing is the pound for pound best fighter in the sport of boxing right now. It's good to see him in the position that he's in. I think he has a beautiful family. I think he has a beautiful wife, a beautiful queen, a black queen, and there's nothing better than a black woman in this world. That's just my opinion. We all entitled to our opinion. And I think just in the sport of boxing right now, I think we need to start sticking more together.
Floyd isn't acting like a promoter right now. He's in coach mode. That means he sees something special in Bud. Maybe something he didn't fully see in Tank.
I remember first hearing an issue between Floyd and Gervonta before Gervonta fought Pedraza. And the issue I heard was that Floyd didn't want Gervonta to stay in Baltimore because he felt there was too many distractions for him in Baltimore and he wanted to stay in Vegas. And the story I was told at that time was that Floyd gave Gervonta one of his penthouses or one of his apartments in the Palms Hotel. And he said, this is your apartment. I'll furnish it for you. He got him a Jeep. At the time, Gervonta was not a world champion. He got him like a Jeep, a 4x4. You know, he basically said, I'll make it comfortable for you. I don't want you to go to Baltimore. I want you to stay here. I don't think Baltimore is the place for you, you know? And what I was told was Gervonta sold all the furniture, sold the Jeep, and went back to Baltimore and bought a Benz. You know, with that's what I was for real. That's what I was told at the time. So
Floyd Mayweather joining Terence Crawford's training camp isn't just big news, it's a statement. It's legacy meeting legacy, genius matching genius, all while the biggest star in boxing, Canelo, gets ready for battle. Crawford is already a threat, but with Floyd guiding him, he could become unstoppable.
When you say, I want Canelo, is there anybody in the camp that would say, you're not ready for this?
That's a big boy. He's strong. That's a conversation. It's not just, oh man, you will whoop his ass.
Like yes, man type stuff.
Yeah. I'm not worried about Canelo. I'm not thinking about Canelo. I'm just focused on Israel Majimov.
In a small way, is this a stepping stone to your dream fight?
I don't look at fights as stepping stones. It's about now.
Get ready. This isn't just Bud versus Canelo. It's Crawford taking on history itself. That's all for today's video. If you liked it, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss our future videos. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next one.